Welcome back to year number 2, week 18 of the GGBFL, featuring the OKC Bison. And the big thing we want to jump into is the playoff picture. Things have been pretty wild right now. A lot of different movement going across the board, but here's where we are in week 18. The Dreadnoughts still number 1 in the AFC. The Orbits versus the Sentinels, same matchup as last week. The Aviators versus the Bulls, I think they were the same. Oh, no, it was actually the Voyagers, I think, actually playing them. And then now you're going to see the Tigers versus the Voyagers. A lot of great matchups there. And then on the NFC side, we are currently the number 1 seed. But again, the Shamrocks versus the Golden Eagles, they've kind of been locked there, I think, for a good bit of time. You're seeing the Wizards versus the Dragons. That one could be a great game. And then you have the Thunderbirds versus the Blues, which would probably be, in my opinion, the game of the first round in the NFC. That is two very good teams with high-powered offenses that would have to match up and see what they can ultimately do. Now, before we head into this game, we got a couple little upgrades we want to do. The first one is going to Jeremy Harris, who has been an absolute stud for our team. I'm going to go ahead and upgrade. I think we are going to do run stopper for him. He's got a heck of a boost right now with +6 boost. He's technically 82 overall, but he gets +1 to agility, awareness, block shedding, man coverage, play rec, strength, and tackle. I'm here for it. And then along with him is going to be Jarvis Horn, who's actually going to get more playing time than usual today. We're actually going to sub him in, get him some reps to see what he can ultimately do with the first unit, but he's got an opportunity here. We're going deep threat for him across the way. He's got a +4 boost, so technically he's a 77 overall, but +3 awareness and +1 to catch in traffic, catching, release, and spectacular catch. I mean, you see the stats. We need to get this guy the ball more and get him more into the rotation because he's an absolute stud who can be a game changer for us. Now, I also want to talk about some guys that have locked up their playoff futures right now. So we've locked up our spot as, I believe, the number 1 team in the NFC. The Dreadnoughts have locked it up in the AFC. The Shamrocks, Orbits, Blues, Aviators, Voyagers, Bulls, Wizards, Sentinels have all locked up their spots. But this is where it gets crazy. Thunderbirds haven't locked up their spot. Dragons have not locked up their spot. Golden Eagles have not locked up their spot, but the Tigers have won their division, so they are locked in. So I think it's really 1 or 2 teams vying for a playoff confirmed spot now, which is crazy. And again, looking in the NFC, I think is where it gets the craziest here. We have locked it, the Shamrocks, Blues, and Wizards, but the Thunderbirds, Dragons, Golden Eagles, and I think the Nighthawks are all right now on the bubble. There is so much drama going on in this last week of the season. It is going to be crazy. Now, your week 17 players of the week are pretty wild here. Stephon Diggs, it goes crazy. 9 for 279, 3 receiving touchdowns. He did fumble, but we won't really talk about that right now. Grant goes 6 tackles, 3 interceptions, and a touchdown, I believe, for the Condors. And then over in the AFC, the Voyagers have Jalen Hurts go for 403 passing yards, 6 passing touchdowns, and he carried it for -1 yards, but again, we'll look past that. And then Hufanga goes for 3 tackles, 2 picks, a fumble recovery, and a defensive touchdown for the Bulls. Things got wild, but my player of the week there has got to be Stephon Diggs. That is a crazy stat line to put up, but shout out to Jalen Hurts. Now, we are in week number 18, so I don't know how long our starters might play. Obviously, I still want to win this game to keep momentum going, but I'm worried about injuries. We saw Lamar get injured in last week's game. Thank God it was only a bruised sternum, but he was good after that. Jarvis Horn is an 80 overall guy who I want to try to get more playing time. Quentin Johnson has been dropping balls. He ran that really bad route against the Blues that really cost us a drive where he had an interception ultimately thrown. So we're putting him down a little bit in the depth chart. Jarvis Horn will be up. We'll see what he ultimately has today. And the last thing to remind you guys about is our opponent's roster. Jair Alexander is an absolute stud. Kyle Duggar, Lindsley, Bolton, Slater, Derek Brown, a lot of really good people. Kamara, who's given us fits over the years. Remember, what happened to Dak Prescott? I thought he had Dak. Did he trade Dak? Okay, never mind. Apparently he traded Dak. I didn't even realize it, but he's Malik Willis as a starting quarterback, which is a different wrinkle. Taysom Hill, who he will sub in at the last second, and you'll see him in this sort of like read option based offense that'll come out there. Apparently Dak did go to Mexico City. I missed the memo on that one, but a new wrinkle to try out here. Kamara, Gibson is the starting running backs. At wide receiver, he's got JSN, he's got Osborne, Hardy, Williams, who's a rookie coming into this year. You've got Jalen Hyatt, Puka Williams Jr., and then we go over to the corner spot. Again, behind Alexander, he is Bradbury, Joey Porter Jr., who's a stud, Molden, and Matthew. A lot of talent there, especially young talent. Taylor Rapid safety with Epps behind him, and a strong safety, Kyle Duggar. You've got to be careful. This is a very good opponent, a division opponent who isn't going to be in the playoffs this year, but is absolutely dangerous. All right, big third down here. Got it. Let's go, Marlon. To the house. Shout out Trick Daddy. We're taking that one all the way back. Ooh, Malik Willis kind of fast. Woo! Barely in there, but I'll take it. Beautiful play. Yeah, he wanted to run that one. He couldn't. He wanted to run that one so bad. I was like, I'm not letting you do that. All right, big field goal opportunity for him. He's controlled the clock. Like, he's had the ball the entire game. We're not getting the ball now until 3 minutes left in the first. We got some work to do. Interesting. Right where we wanted it. Man, Jarvis Horn didn't even look. All right, we'll kick the field goal. All right, 57-yarder. Our kicker has been elite this year, and he continues that trend with a 57-yarder. All right, so we got points last time. We held him to punting this time, but we've got to do better. Like, we are just not currently doing what we need to do, and our run game is abysmal at the moment. That fell out. That's crazy. Big play. The boy's fast. That's why we got him in the game right now. Get rid of it, Lamar. I had one, but it was too risky. I don't know what his setup is, but it's kind of tough. Yep, he thought we were juking. He was waiting for it. Nah, we taking that straight to the house. Let's go. Big drive. Man, I was indecisive. Great read by him. Quentin Johnston's a grown man. We benched him, and look how he responded by getting a crazy catch. Oh, he's in a light front. Should be yards. Yep. Great run. Second one of the game for Jahmyr Gibbs. We're here for it. No shot he runs. He's got to be passing here. Yeah, stand corrected. All right, 2 seconds left. I made a dumb mistake. He's going to get a field goal and double his score. Unless we block it, we're not blocking it. Right down the middle. You know, a decision I didn't have to do. I'm faking him out by making him think that play's coming. Great move. I don't like that at all. I had B, but I didn't like what I had. Cleared him out. That's what we wanted. I wanted him to go for the first so I could go after the back guy. Scary. Yep. He had to choose. He had to choose. Lamar needed a passing touchdown. It's been too long. Oh, he had daylight if he went straight. Oh my God, what is this? Oh. Oh my God, dotted us. Jabril Peppers just froze. Clelin Ferrell's injured again. How? Oh, that was kind of dirty. He's gonna hit it again. And they broke it? That was actually, he does that like once a game where he has like a disgusting run. Usually it's with Kamara. That was insane. And then he's at a dislocated shoulder. All right, here we go. I have questions about what our offensive line is doing. Brother, who is that getting him? Taylor Rapp is running down Jahmyr Gibbs, buddy? I backed him up. Yeah. I didn't know if Jarvis was going to catch that. I'm so happy he did. Man, I had A wide open if I could have had a little bit more time. Way to blitz that. Jarvis, you got to throw a block. 1,000 yards for DJ. Let's go. 1,000 yards for DJ. Big fan. I saw man zero blitz. I was like, yeah, we got this. Oh my God, Jabril Peppers. Whew. That was a little crazy, for being honest. Jay having a game? All right, Gino. He read that like a book. Great play by him. All right, we'll take the field goal at this point. Another one for the greatest kicker of all time. Hey, look, it got a little tight early in the game, but I think really what changed this game was the fact that Malik Willis got hurt. When Malik got hurt, he became honestly in a really tough position where he had to throw the ball short almost every single time. So that made our job on defense significantly better. Still, a great opponent. We wrap up this season with only 2 losses on the year. Who would have thought? Definitely not me. Recapping the Saturday, Lamar was honestly really good. The interception we threw was at the end of the half. It was kind of a dumb decision for me to make, but it is what it is. 13 for 21, 251, 3 touchdowns, 1 interception. Take that every single time. Taysom Hill looked a lot like Taysom Hill out there. Gino was really good in relief, and then Malik Willis again had a pretty solid game to start with the interception, then the injury. It just took his day out of the picture. On the ground, Jahmyr Gibbs didn't run the ball a ton, but 8 yards per carry. I'm here for every time. 10 for 83 and 2 touchdowns. We pulled him early. Isaiah Robinson, 7 for 28. Gibson was really tough to stop today, but Kamara didn't have the game we thought he might against us. And then on the receiving side, DJ Chark got himself 1,000 yards in a year, I'm pretty sure. 62 yards, 2 receiving touchdowns. Jarvis Horn looked really good in my opinion. 4 for 78. He cooked on some deep routes. He cooked on some drags. Big fan of how he ultimately played today. Trey McBride got involved. Jamar Chase adds to his touchdown total, 45 more yards for him. He's already over 1,000. And look, Quinn Johnson caught probably the craziest catch of the entire game on the one time he threw to him. Defensively, Odafe was great. 8 tackles, 2 for loss, a half a sack for him. Jermichael White was getting busy as well. Gross Matos had a sack, as well as again Tomlinson, Owe, and Jermichael White. Interceptions, we only forced 2 today. He didn't really throw a ton, especially deep, but Jabril had a nice one, and did Marlon Humphrey, which took it all the way back to the house. Shout out Trick Daddy. The defense looked much more like I expected them to look, but at the same time, I realized that was against Taysom Hill. Taysom Hill isn't really going to be the caliber of quarterback we're going to see in the playoffs in the following week. So we've got to make sure that we are on top of our game. And if we can do that, play great defense and not turn the ball over and make great plays on offense, we might have a chance to go out there and win this thing. Be safe, be smart, tell somebody you love them. Catch you guys on the next one.